Hello, this is Wes with Tadlock Roofing. We're here at the State Employees Credit Union on Blairstone Road in Tallahassee, Florida. It's 7/27/2011. Let's take a look at the roof system. Called out for a leak issue that was happening coming in the drive-through vacuum tubes dripping down. Those are right about under here along this sidewall, right about in here. There's nothing obvious up here. More than likely the water is getting in here behind the shingles, getting underneath. The reason you see this hump in the shingle just about where the shadow line is, you kind of see it down there at the bottom too, is it is a channel flashing. There's a groove that's underneath there. As I explained to the manager, that can get clogged with debris and then the water jumps over it. That's more than likely what we're seeing. Probably only seeing it when the wind blows the rain into this wall, causing that issue. The recommended solution for that is to rework this flashing from top to bottom all the way down. If you did a re-roof, this would actually get replaced. We'd take all that flashing out, put a new style in that gets rid of this gunk you see at the top here. They're trying to seal up each of those pieces with where it ties into the brick, and of course that's a weak point where it can fail. We get rid of that altogether, cut a line in the brick, actually tuck the flashing in when we do a re-roof, and we don't use channel flashing. We have a way to seal it with a waterproof seal underneath. The shingles themselves are not in terrible condition. These are a 3-tab product. When they were put on, they came with a 20-year warranty against manufacturer's defects. What we want to look at is the mineral surface of the shingle, what gives it its color, see how much of it is missing. In this case, if I had a new piece to put up here, you'd see it's missing approximately 30 to 40%. If you get in close, you can see some of the pitting. That's the sun evaporating the asphalt out of the shingle. The mineral surface will begin to release, come off, and then it exposes more of the shingle to the sun and sort of speeds up the deterioration process. The other thing we check is adhesion. As you can see here and see up here and up there, the shingles are losing their adhesion. That's their ability to stay on in a high wind, so that in case there was a storm, would the product blow off the roof? In some places, this next shingle, for example, is pretty good. It does wear out usually typically faster up here near the top as the heat rises, but up here we can also see something that talks about the original installation or the last installation of this product. This is called high nailing. The nails should actually be down here a little lower, and the point of that is they should hit the top where the top of this shingle below stops. That nail should be in that, so it's penetrating both this shingle and the shingle below. That's proper installation, proper wind protection. We see here the old power vents that are up here that aren't running right now, so I imagine they don't work. Really don't need them. You have the ridge vent up here, so those would go away, those holes would go away. And that's beneficial to the bank because those represent holes. Someone could actually come out here, pull that off, and access into that space through the roof. The plumbing stack boots we see have the neoprene type boots. We put on lead boots with squirrel guards, so they'll last as long, actually longer than the shingles do. Out here in the front, we can see where the shingle did blow off. It has lost its adhesion and its flexibility. Down here at the bottom, where there's one, there's going to be more sooner or later. So I want to consider that. Same thing, that one's high nailed also. There was a question over here about this buckle in the front of the roof system. And what we see right here, the roof has buckled down a bit. Excuse me. Right here, probably caused by, and it's still firm, but it's probably where one sheet of plywood is humping up, the other one curves down. Most likely because the plywood clip was left out. What we would do for a re-roof is remove that piece of plywood, block it out underneath to get rid of that hump. Also see over here a nail pop where this nail is backed out of this shingle because the shingles are getting brittle, so the nails are able to cut through. So while it's not in terrible condition, it, for preventative maintenance and for security within the building and taking care of the investment, it's definitely something you're going to want to budget for as soon as possible. That's about it for today. Thank you.